Interesting to see Duke with his starting lineup go back to that man-to-man. Foul trouble's been the issue, particularly with guys like Matthew Hurt and Jalen Johnson, who have to carry the load down low.
And Jalen Johnson, the opening bucket of the game. And also, too, John, I mean, and I know you can test three-point shots even in the zone, but in ACC play, Georgia Tech has been leading the conference in three-point shooting and right at 45%. The drive, and Duke is on the push. Little slopiness and ahead of the field, and the layup for Michael DeVoe. 0-4 in his career against Duke, but off to a 4-2 lead, and it's tipped in Wendell Moore Jr., the sophomore from Charlotte.
Take care of things on the offensive end and also stop fouling on the other end. Team shooting an astronomical number of foul shots compared to what normal years would be.
Outscored badly from the free throw line for the season, and particularly in this three-game losing streak, being outscored by about 9.
It first starts with identifying what the defense is.
And Jose Alvarado, who's averaging just over 17 points per game, knocks down his first three of the night. Shooting 43% from out there. He's a guy, John, who's just developed and improved, and real tough, hard-nosed competitor. How about the feed inside? And there is Williams. That first bucket since the Notre Dame game back in December.
Well, if that defense is going to extend out, you've got to capitalize on the size that you have down low. It was a great seal. Maintain your position, get the basketball, finish.
Usher almost stepped into a three and instead drove it in. Now the kick out. Moore lines one up, and he rolls one in, and Georgia Tech has found a little bit of rhythm and pulled even. Been a challenging one given all the circumstances that everybody's facing as Joey Baker into the game, misses the three from the corner. But Coach K has been impressed and comes up short. Goal wire. Now Matthew Hurt, and DeVoe gets out there to take away the easy three. So Hurt just put it on the floor and came up with the two. Jamin Brayfield has checked into the game for Duke as well. See him, number 5. Duke gets another chance. There's Goldwire putting it up. Brayfield got a hand on it. Goldwire tries it again, and finally the senior gets it to go down. DeVoe driving all the way in, the soft touch. DeVoe gets by Wendell Moore, and now Bubba Parham is open. And Bubba Parham, a transfer from VMI. All of his bigs, some run in the early going. Goldwire, 4-3. Alvarado thought about the three. Now Wright goes to work on the freshman, and Moses Wright scores.
Take the time to do it. And, there are some guys that come out like a Zion Williamson that just have it, but that's rare.
The big fella, Mark Williams, back in the game with the flush.
Decision seems to be coming from some of these switching defense, not switching defense, but the different defenses. They got a 1-3-1, they've got a matchup, they've gone man. Oh, that works. Just throw over the top.
A shot fake and moving it, and that is a clean look for Roach. Roach has struggled from 3 of late. He had missed his last 8 coming into the game, and Williams has his shot blocked by Wright.
Season conditioning may start in June. Even before that, they didn't really get that time. And I think you're seeing them suffering, and not just in the play on the floor, as Steward knocks another shot down. As they find some open shots, they'll develop a better confidence.
A couple of late open shots, one of them for Steward against Louisville on Saturday that didn't go, but he is undaunted. He's knocked down 2 in a row. And another turnover. Goldwire with the steal and the block on the other end, and Alvarado will have it, and Georgia Tech can hold for the final shot if it so chooses.
One of those we'll call more experienced players that you got to lean on.
And Jalen Johnson had a couple of fouls in the first half, gets the high handoff, and Duke has pushed the lead to double figures. The second bucket of the night for the star freshman for the Blue Devils. And a great cut to the basket, and good look as Alvarado finishes, and finally Tech has a bucket first time in more than 4.5 minutes of game time. A little too far under the basket. Now he'll spin and kick it out. Contest to keep Hurt from shooting it the first time, but not the second, as Matthew Hurt hits his first 3 of the night.
Not an easy shot. He kept the ball high with that ball fake, moved to defense, still able to shoot over the top.
You see some of Alvarado's leadership and toughness. He's gone and gotten 2 straight buckets for Georgia Tech, trying to keep the Jackets in it. Good position inside for Moses Wright. He had 8 rebounds in the first half. Georgia Tech very fortunate. Left Matthew Hurd, a sharpshooter, wide open. He couldn't find the range. And now Alvarado tries to answer, and he does. And just like that, Georgia Tech has cut that 10-point lead down to 4.
And he's making it happen.
He has the steal and a little aggressive with the pass there. Results in the turnover. Hurt lays it in at the other end. That's a 4-point swing for the Yellow Jackets.
Do I need to pull my Captain Obvious guy over here from my office? Because I have one. I stole one from Bubbleville.
Jalen Johnson on the strive and uses the glass. Good crash of the board from Usher to try to keep it alive, but Duke clears it away. That was Johnson in the kick out and another 3, and that's going to lead Georgia Tech to a timeout. Duke has hit 5 of its last 7 shots. Alvarado with a great feed to Usher for the flush. Make or miss game. You make it, you look great. You miss it, it's not so good.
I think he also said that coaches often get way too much credit and not enough at the same time.
We had him on College Game Day a couple of weeks ago. What a really awesome, engaging, serious guy. Alvarado had a foul called on him a moment ago. Instead gets a steal. That's part of Alvarado working on goal wire, one of the better man defenders in the country. Finds his man on the outside and knocked down to 3. High bench. Really tight rotation, usually 7, maybe 8. He's played 8 to 9, I believe. As Moses Wright knocks one down. But it's mostly juniors and seniors, including the guy who's made the last basket. And he's got a big double-double now. Average minutes. That was a nifty inbounds play as Steward gets the lob and just pops it in the basket. Gets the rebound and almost lost it out of bounds, but Duke controls it. Here's goal wire. Friendly nighttime home roll.
Looking around to see who they're going to dish it to. When you're wide open, you just have to settle down, rise right up, and make that shot. It's an easy one.
And of course, who else answers? Alvarado with the drive. The lead more with a long one off the top and the roll, and a little friendly bounce for the visitors. Goldwire has his shot blocked by Wright. Steward can't get it to go. Another chance for the Blue Devils, but Moore has it knocked away. And here comes Usher. Tie game.
It's probably going to be close down the stretch. Both teams playing pretty well, but it's a great experience for Duke to find a way to close out a game, and that's the transition opportunities I'm talking about. Jalen Johnson in transition, you've got to get him going.
Kick out to Hurt. Matthews missed a couple of open looks that he typically drains. There's a strong move and the bucket from Sturdivant.
Now you play defense without fouling.
And another steal from Alvarado, who comes up with it in the open floor. And Jose will tie the game with his 21st point of the night. Moore, goal wires into the game. Hurt working on Wright, fading in, firing, and the soft touch from the sophomore. And like 13 points for the guy who's been the centerpiece of the Blue Devil offense. Alvarado in trouble and having to heave up to beat the shot clock, and it went in.
Just one of them, but this is a big shot. Remember this shot. Cuts it to 1.
Tech has its first lead since they were up 25-23, a 1-point edge. Jalen Johnson, and it'll count. Alvarado has 14 of his 23 here in the second half. Here he comes again. The kick out to Wright. Now Alvarado for 3. Buckets. Wendell Moore trying to move on Usher. DJ Steward has been quiet for a while for the Blue Devils. And as Johnson going to the bucket again. And Jalen Johnson asserting himself down the gun of the game. Now he's working on Johnson. By him to the basket. Blocked, but Wright gets it back. Moses Wright inside, and we're tied again. What a night for Moses Wright, the Raleigh native, close to home. 12 points, 13 rebounds. Fading, firing, and filling is Matthew Hurt.
Great offense. Could also be good defense.
Now Duke is in the bonus. Georgia Tech is not. Duke's only committed 14 fouls. So the drive to the bucket and the score from Khalid Moore. Hurt makes 1 of 2. It is a little bit of an oddity. He doesn't shoot free throws that well. He's a great shooter on the perimeter. And Coach K greeting Alvarado, who had a gutsy performance tonight, but Hurt finishes the deal.